Have you ever wondered how creators make custom walking sound effects in their rooms? You could see some of these sound effects in either art rooms or horror rooms. That's what they're most popular in. So today, I will be showing you guys how to do that. So this is the circuits guide, so follow along with me. So first, let's spawn in our circuits. So first, let's get the main chip, our audio player. If you guys don't know how to spawn in your circuits, just open up your Maker Pen menu, go to Palette, go up here to where it says Search Palette, and then search up the circuit you're trying to find. Here's our first circuit. Next, we will need a sample audio. The next thing we will need is an event receiver. And spawn that in. Make sure you go ahead and configure the event receiver to event 30 Hz. Once again, if you guys don't know how to do that, open up your Maker Pen menu, go to Tools, and up there, it says Configure. Click on the event receiver, open it back up, click on the drop down, and as you guys can see, if you scroll down to the bottom, it should have Update 30 Hz. Next, you will need 2 if chips. One right there, and one right there. Next chip you will need is player get is jumping or falling. Following up with that, you will need an audio player stop. Boom. We then need the opposite of that, and we need an audio player play. Put that like down here. Right now, I'm going to teach you how to do one audio, not more than one. So these 3 I spawned in, I'm going to delete 2 of them just for now. If you're interested in learning about how to make more than one, stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll be showing you guys how to expand what you're doing. Alright, coming back, we now need a get local player. Place that one right there. Then we need a get velocity chip, right next to get local player. Following up with that, we need a vector get magnitude. And that's going to be right next to the get velocity. The final chip we need for the one sound effect walking system is a greater or equal chip, right next to the vector get magnitude. Alright, before we start wiring, I want to show you guys something real quick. Pull back out your Maker Pen, go on the Configure tool, configure the audio player circuit board, open it back up, and scroll down until you find Delete All Board Contact. Doing this saves up 10 of our 5,000 chips that we could have in one room. Now that we got all of our chips, let's start wiring. Alright, go back to your Connect tool. First, let's start off with the event receiver. Alright, we're going to start down here with these 4 chips. Starting off, you want to wire the get local player to the target on the get velocity. Then you want to wire the velocity to the vector 3 on the vector get magnitude. Then you want to wire the magnitude to point A on the greater or equal. Then just click point B one time with your wire tool and it should open up this value. You then want to type in 1.3. Then you want to wire the results to the condition on the second if chip. Then coming up to the event receiver, you want to wire the execution output to the execution input on the if chip. Then you want to wire the is jumping or falling to the condition on the first if chip. Then you want to wire then on the if chip to audio player stop. Then you want to wire else to the second if chip. Now let's come back over to the audio player. Then you want to wire the audio player to both the targets on the audio player stop and the audio player play. Now for the second if chip, wire then to audio player play and else to audio player stop. Alright, we pretty much have everything wired except for our sample audio, but you want to make sure you have something recorded in the sample audio before you wire it to the audio player play. So here's mine right here. I already have something recorded in it, so I could wire it to the audio on the audio player play. The final thing we need to do is configure one more thing. Open back up your pen, once again, go to Configure, configure your audio player, scroll down until you find Synced, and make sure you turn that off. We've done all our circuits, we've wired them all, they're all finished, so now, if we walk around, it works. Now, as I told you guys, if you guys want to learn how to do more than one, here you go. First thing we'll need is one more if chip, so you could just come over here and clone it. You will need a Rec Room object variable. Alright, let's just place it right there. Next, we will need an equals chip. Just put that right under this one. We will need 2 has tags. Put one right here, one right here. Then, a few more of your sample audios. And then 2 if values. Place those right there. Keep in mind we may have to unwire some things before, so yeah. First, you want to wire the else from the other if chip, and you want to wire it to the Rec Room object variable. Then wire the Rec Room object variable to the audio player stop. Then unwire then on the if chip, and then wire it to the execution on your second if chip. Once you have done that, you want to wire both else and then on your second. Leave then alone and wire else to your third if chip. Then unwire your results on your greater or equal chip, and wire it to condition on your third if chip. Then you want to wire your else to the audio player stop, and then to the audio player play. Then coming over here to the get player is jumping or falling, you want to wire contact surface to the second value on the equals chip, and then you want to wire it to target on both the has tags. And then wire it to the input on the Rec Room object variable. Then for your first value on your equals chip, you want to wire it to the output on your Rec Room object variable. You then want to unwire is jumping or falling, wire equals on the equals chip to condition, and you want to wire the is jumping or falling all the way over to the second if chip. Now let's come down to the audios. First, you want to add 2 tags. To start this off, we're going to need 3 different blocks. So I'm going to get 1. Alright, here's our blocks. We will make them bigger later so we could walk on them, but we're just going to use this for now. You then want to leave your main audio alone, and you want to put tags on the other 2. To put a tag on something, you want to open up your Maker Pen, click on Configure, click on the object you're trying to add a tag to, open it, go down until you find tags. Type it in. This is a stone, so I'm going to add stone, and click the plus. Then do the same thing to your other one. Then you want to add the tags you just added to your cubes to the string on your has tag. So the first, stone, and second, dirt. Now that we've done that, we want to wire has tag to if on the if value, and the same thing with the other. Now, I want to unwire this one because this was my main audio. You want to wire this one to then on your first it value. Now coming down here to these 2 audio samples, you want to wire your first one to the then and your second one to else. Then you want to wire results on the second if value to else on the first if value. Now the final thing you need to do is wire results on the first if value to audio. Now that we wired everything, let's scale up these cubes and see if it works. So here it is, all of our circuits. Now let's put it to the test. We're going to start on this cube and work our way down. Let's see if the grass audio works. Now let's go to the stone. Now, the dirt. This one works as well. Now, let's make our way from the dirt back to the grass. Alright, so as you guys can see, it worked. So, that means we did our job successfully. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I helped you. Make sure you like and subscribe. Stay creative, stay active with the Maker Pen, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye.